Yo, right now you're listening to Nothing Major, Nothing Mad, just a Nothing But Music podcast. We got myself, Benzo in the building, and with my brother H. So we're back, man. Episode 17. Let's give it up for our guest today, J.Vick in the building.
Come on.
Thank you very much.
How you feeling, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm alright, man. I'm chilling. The new EP just came out. Lift off. With my mate Faber Whitehouse, and it's doing pretty well, to be fair. It did better than expected for this. My first project, even if it's a collab thing, it's my first project out there on Spotify, on all digital streaming platforms, in it. So
go run that up.
Yeah.
Go run that up. I'm due to listen to that as well, you know. But yeah, there's a couple introductory questions that we had to get all our guests easy, so we get to know their musical background and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your artist name, of course? What's your artist name?
J.Vick.
J.Vick.
Just comes from Josh, and then my last name Vick is in it. Simple.
And your top 5 artists, dead or alive?
Ooh.
What's your
That's
Mount
a
Rushmore?
big question. The thing is, it always changes. Always. But it just depends on how I'm feeling on the day. So today, that it's been recorded, Young Thug just dropped his album, and I can't put in the top 5 without saying Young Thug probably. So I put Young Thug in there. I put J. Cole up there. Put Kanye. Jay-Z. And final one. I don't want to leave anyone out, but it's just how I'm feeling today. I would say Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD, yeah?
Yeah, because his talent was unfortunately.
Rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
Rest up.
Yeah.
Was unbelievable. He can make songs, and then he can make songs that bang, that catch you with hooks, but then he can actually rap his ass off.
That guy's a sick freestyler.
Yeah, I saw him freestyle for 15 minutes and that.
Unbelievable. I don't know how he did it. Because personally, I can't really freestyle, innit? I always have to write down. I start off with the melody first, and I think that's why. Because I never start off with the lyrics, I always start off with the melody. So I can't freestyle, for shit. But Juice WRLD, his talent was unmatched.
But how long you been rapping?
Seriously, rapping seriously for only a year, 2 years.
Yeah, or maybe the freestyling will come in it, because they say when you obviously do your 10,000 hours of music and stuff like that, you'll just be natural just freestyling it, because some man, they just punch in. You get what I'm saying? So it's different, man. And what genre of music do you make? That's our last background question.
That's another thing, because I don't really do rabbity rap. I kind of add melodies. I'm kind of half a singer, half a rapper. So I would just say an artist, really, artisting. So genre-wise, it's R&B, and then some hip-hop, some like trap elements, soul, and then the new stuff we have unreleased, which either I've helped produce or I'm on myself. There's a lot of future-based elements, and I remember talking to you guys about future-based before.
Yeah.
It's a new thing that I only found out. Obviously, I don't know how long it's been going on, but it's it's more electronic-y sounds. It's trying to diverse the sound, trying to have a little bit of variety in the beats as well, just to make it unique and interesting, really.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Seems quite futuristic, your things as well. I can tell why you put Juice WRLD in your top 5, because it just makes sense, innit?
So what other artists do you kind of look up to in that field that are doing that thing with that future-based field?
Oh, that's the thing. I don't even know, because I was kind of just searching for samples, and I was like, why not try this? Why not try that? I think there's a lot of artists that may use elements, because I'm not too into the EDM world or the electronic world, so I don't really know much about it. I'm just kind of trying to see what I can make out of it myself. I don't really use anyone as inspiration like that, if I'm honest. Well, that I can think of off the top of my head, yeah.
Nah, yeah, that's proper still. That's proper stuff. I think what you're doing, it seems to just be pushing boundaries.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah,
it seems to be
push
pushing
myself.
boundaries, and I think the artist that you picked was Kanye in your top 5.
Yeah,
the artists that you picked are known for pushing boundaries. Even that you got J. Cole releasing that trap tape of
even Young Thug.
KO.
This guy's known for
Young
pushing,
Thug,
breaking down boundaries.
100. Young Thug got an album out today. It's basically a rock album, like you said.
Yeah,
It's mad.
And it sounded good so far. I haven't listened to all of it, but it sounded like a classic.
Sound like a classic.
It sounded like a classic. Yeah,
it's not even hasn't even been out 12 hours yet.
I know. It sounded good, man. It sounded different. So,
Boy,
I'm excited for that then.
When you think a classic, you're like, what? Because I always think in my head, like, when everyone says this is a classic, it's a classic. Like, what defines a classic? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think it has to be, to be classic, yeah. It has to be, maybe this is not the most important thing, but it has to be, one, accepted, like, by a lot of people, like, accepted worldwide as a great album by a lot of people. 2, has to be pushing boundaries. You're doing something different. Like, being one of a kind, unique. Like, unique, that's the word. And then 3, just the music has to be, up to standard, like, or beyond the standard that everyone else has set. No matter what genre, no matter if they're all catchy, pop songs or, like, Drake type songs. I think that's why I think like albums like Forest Hill Drive or something.
Oh yeah.
That's a classic.
That's mad.
That's a classic.
Mad classics, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true still. That's true. But what was, besides this album then, of punk, what was the last classic you say you listened to, like, that came out recently?
That came out recently?
Yeah, like, last classic that come out that you were like, this is a classic.
I don't know, man, because I'm so quick to be like, this is sick, like, this is the one. And I don't want to say it because it maybe hasn't had enough time to settle in and set in, but off the top of my head, the most recent album that I'd be like, I'm going to be listening to this for a long time, it's actually Donda. I love Donda.
Whoa, that was a tick. That hit me.
I had a feeling you were going to say that, but
what's going on?
Yeah.
It's just the whole layout of the album, the whole message behind the album, and the music as well.
What was the message to you?
It was just for his mum, innit? It was just like, that Donda chant. I didn't even understand the Donda chant in the beginning, but then obviously everyone's like, oh yeah, it's his mum's heartbeat. That's every shout of Donda, that was his mum's heartbeat, and obviously his mum passed away, and it just felt like such a heartfelt, emotional album. Like, I could see Kanye's journey from, his other albums, and then to now, like, even I can't even remember the exact name of his last album because I didn't really listen to it like that. I
think Jesus is King.
Jesus is King.
Yeah.
That I respected that album. I'm just a huge Kanye fan, so I'm a bit biased.
Yeah, you're one of them people that stayed with him.
Yeah.
Even through all the changes. See me, I jumped off at Jesus.
Is it?
I jumped off, man.
Oh, man.
I'm just going too mad with it.
Yeah, I didn't understand, bro. I'm young them times, man's coming out with songs like Black Skinhead, and I don't understand it, bro.
Well, I did like The Life of Pablo. I thought The Life of Pablo had a few bangers, but I think, like, Donda, it's 504 and just absolutely destroyed his verse. He went up a level. He went up to a level, man.
But you know what it is? Because he's in the studio of Kanye.
Exactly.
Fabio throwing in the studio with all his little mates and that, like, he's gonna come with the same drip, splash, bow, like this.
But he knows he has to level. He knows he's on Kanye's.
Man's using words like amenities, fam. I said, bro, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something a bit different. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Fabio throwing done his thing on that verse still.
Yeah.
My only thing was that that album was a bit like theatric. Like, if I was in the theatre, I'd play or something and I heard it, I probably would have liked it. I probably would have appreciated all the changes in the beats and whatnot.
Yeah.
But in terms of, for me, like, just listening to music and that, it just seemed a bit complex for me, innit?
Yeah, that makes sense, to be fair. I remember I just listened to it. Like, I saw that it just came out on Spotify. I was just sitting in my room and I was like, okay, let me just turn this up. And I just turn on my speakers and listen to it all the way through without no skips, no anything. I was like, yeah, this is music, man. This is so sick that I'm loving it. It's like, I don't even like I mean, I respect what he's done, but like, I'm not Lil Yachty's like biggest fan or anything. I don't think he's like, you know, the best of the best. Even maybe
You must be a fan. You called him Lil Yachty. You called him by his American name, bro.
Lil Yachty, Lil Yachty, yeah. And I think he went off. He went off on the album. I loved his verse on the album. Like, I think there's a Lil Durk went off. Roddy Ricch went off. There's too many people that there was a lot of features, but the album, I just loved it through and through.
Obviously, I know you produce as well, innit? Like, was it the fact from a producer's perspective, like you just appreciate it on a deeper level, like was it like that?
Yeah, it's kind of, like basically, yeah, because when Kanye produces, yeah, well for Donda at least, like he's always thinking of something new.
Yeah.
Like beat switches, they're hard to get the transition right. Like anyone can do a beat switch, but the beats, they have to match.
They have to match, exactly.
It has to be a seamless transition.
Yeah.
And Off the Grid, he did that.
Oh, bro, that transition was
nuts.
Heavenly. Nuts, bro.
Like, it was
oh my
mad.
God, like. And it was so unexpected as well. You did not. Exactly, that's the last thing you expected to hear on a Kanye album, innit?
You had Playboy Card, and the thing is that he didn't have the features on the actual track.
Yeah.
So you're just surprised, like, what the fuck? Like,
you hear Playboy Card, you're like, okay, and then you hear the beat change to drill, and then it's 5 before, you're like, oh my.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
Okay, Off the Grid did flow quite nicely. Now
I'm
running back in my head. Yeah.
That's one song that I still played, like, still on heavy rotation.
Yeah, 100.
But I can't say for myself and all the other songs on Donda were on heavy rotation.
I like the was it Believe What I Say? The Lauryn Hill thing.
Yeah,
maybe because I love that Lauryn Hill tune, innit? I've been a bit of a nostalgia merchant, but I was like, I like this tune still. And the song with Roddy Ricch, I can't remember what it's called.
And I personally, I like Drake, innit? But sometimes I think that Drake, you know, which is not a bad thing, you know, get your money and stuff, but he makes like kind of like commercial bangers over the music like that. If you know what I'm trying to say.
Boy, like Drake just got straight out of nowhere.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. I like Drake.
I like Drake, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm a big Drake fan. That's the thing. But the difference between him and Kanye, I think Kanye just, he's just for the pure art, and I love that. And as a producer, obviously, like the mixing, the mastering is sick on it.
Yeah.
Like the technicalities of it, I think it's sick.
Yeah, no. That's the thing is, I agree with your Drake statement, by the way. It's just the fact that recently I feel like he has just focused on getting the Billboard #1.
Yeah. And you know what, like, if I was in his position, like, I don't know what I would do. Maybe I would do the same thing.
But I feel like he don't need to do it, though.
Yeah,
I just feel like
maybe it's for
he's at a stage now, like, where you can just make just classic albums, like, just after, like, just for the music, like you said.
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, like, that's why I'd like to see him experiment. That's why I like. But I never really saw, the only time I see Drake as being a bit futuristic was the melodic. And the use of melodic sounds on rap, like the DIY kind of thing. Like, I don't need a singer on the thing, I'll just sing it myself. That's how I'll be like, Drake defo changed everything.
Yeah.
He might have not been the first to do it, but he was the first everyone copied him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
He's definitely an inspiration of mine as well. Like, because I do like this the melodic kind of rap thing.
Yeah, I was about to mention.
And he's definitely up there, one of my inspirations as well. Yeah.
So what made you choose the melodic route over the rap? Like, were you always into melody from young?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's kind of true that I was, because I remember I used to listen to, like, I didn't really used to listen to rap at all. I just when I was younger, I just used to listen to like alternative rock, and just like the pop bangers, like whatever that was just popping at the time. Like, I would listen to like Arctic Monkeys or Red Hot Chili Peppers, and like Foles.
Yeah, come on.
Like stuff like that, innit? So
what's alternative rock? Like, what kind of music is that?
It's like, it's not like hard rock. It's not like heavy rock. It's just like kind of, I could just describe it as like...
So like Linkin Park, innit? Linkin Park.
Okay.
Them kind of...
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's not like heavy. It's kind of more...
It's more like new age rock kind of.
Yeah, and then I remember listening to that. and then my cousin just showed me Young Thug, and then I was like, oh shit, yeah, my music taste has changed like entirely. Like, I just started getting more into rap, hip hop, and then I think my style is kind of like everything that I've listened to combined and, you know, merged into one. Really, that's really my style.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I feel like we kind of turn a blind eye to the link between like hip hop and just like rock. I think like it's definitely a link. They're like this is so prominent now in the scene. Like, I feel like so much rappers are even like rock stars now.
Yeah, that's what I was actually thinking about last night. You know, I was thinking because when I was waiting for the Young Thug album, I saw the Tiny Desk concert, so I knew it was gonna be like a rock thing. Like, past like few years, like rappers, they've been calling us, don't call me rappers, call us rock stars. Like Carti, Uzi.
I think Lil Wayne is to blame for that. To thank for that rather.
Yeah.
That change.
Yeah.
Because this guy was experimenting with like all rock sounds and things, guitars, well before anyone else in hip hop was ever thinking of doing that.
He was, and he got a lot of stick for it, you know.
He got a lot of stick for it. People saying, "Oh, I don't know if this is you," but he did it. He did it regardless. Like, he definitely killed it.
Like, I definitely, like, I used to be the biggest Carti fan, the biggest Playboy Carti fan. Still a Uzi fan now, but I still like Playboy Carti. I just think I didn't like his last album.
Whole Lot of Red was.
Yeah, wasn't my favourite.
No.
But,
I heard some of that album. That album scared me just listening to that. Came out on Christmas Day as well. What are you trying to do to me? You know what I'm saying? I had to delay that listen to like the 27th. I was like, listen to that. Where?
yeah, it wasn't my favourite album, but yeah, they kind of created a little movement in like the rock star kind of thing, and I was like, yeah, this is sick, man. Like,
cause I like when rappers hop on them guitar beats. Like, I really do like it. Like when Polo G does it a lot. Ghana, Youngboy does it a lot.
Yeah.
I just like it. Even when like due to the UK, when DB hop on them acoustic beats, I dig it, man. I can listen to that all day long because I feel like something with the guitar on like an acoustic guitar just mellows you out. Like,
exactly.
It's mad. Like,
when they get the melody on point, like,
it mellows you out. Like, I love No Cap in it. Another artist I like, and all he does is just rap on guitar beats. Innit?
No Cap is. I really like No Cap, to be fair.
He's like a hooded cheerer.
Angels. That's a tune.
Yeah, he's got a song called Vaccine. Yeah,
that's his like newer kind of.
Yeah, but it's one bit where it's just him, a mic, and it's just an acoustic guitar beat, and he's basically like, if you put Ed Sheeran on there next to him, you wouldn't even think, why is he there? Like, it would have worked. Like, it was proper.
And also, like, the thing about No Cap is his wordplay. His wordplay is actually so underrated. I think people are kind of starting to realise now. But his wordplay's sick.
You know why they realise it now? Because he put subtitles at the bottom. That's why they realise it now. That's what they realise it now. What, do you use wordplay in your lyrics like that?
I'm not the greatest wordsmith, innit? So that's why I try to use more, you know, like melodies in it and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think it's all progression, and I think the more you practice, the more you just work every day, innit? You're just gonna get better at it.
100%.
I haven't been rapping for a long time. I just started off producing, and then I just like no one would hop on our beats, so I was like, fuck it, I would do it myself, innit? Like,
how long have you been producing for?
3-4 years.
Wow, pound.
Yeah, so but I've been playing like musical instruments. I've been doing music since I was like a little yeet, basically.
Really? So proper music.
Where did that come from? Like, how did you get into music then? That come from like a family thing, or?
Yeah, it basically was a family thing, really. So my uncle was a drummer, so I remember he like taught me like kind of drumming lessons when I was like, I don't even know how old, like 5, 6 or something, if I remember. And then I started piano around the same time.
Real 2 instruments.
Yeah, and then so I started piano around that time, and then when I went into year 4 or something, year 4 or 5 maybe, like did you have that thing where everyone played recorder or something?
Yeah.
I was doing that, and then I remember I was playing recorder, and then the teachers were just like, oh yeah, you're so gifted at recording that
Whoa,
you should try.
what tunes are you playing in the recorder?
I don't know, man. I don't know. And they were like, you should. I was
You
like,
spitting.
yeah, trust. So you should play clarinet and saxophone and that. So I was like,
Oh, that's hard.
I wanted to play saxophone, but my fingers were too small at the time.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, oh, okay, I would do clarinet, and then that morphed into saxophone, and I did bass for a bit. Tried guitar. The guitar's basically the only kind of popular instrument. I was just like, oh shit, I can't do this. I can't play guitar. I just think I started too late or something.
Well, but I feel like when you learn instruments, I could be wrong. Like you just have a deeper appreciation for music.
Yeah, 100%.
Cause you're just good there, like you're in the factory, like you're in there.
Yeah, you're seeing like, for example,
Yeah.
even playing the drums, you're seeing that, like how hard you hit the stick and how you even hold the stick affects how it sounds, and it's crazy.
The technicalities of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why, like,
It's nuts still.
When it's going back to like Kanye album or your Young Thug Tiny Desk concert,
Yeah.
that is just, that's beautiful. That's beautiful music, man. Like,
You've been going on about his Tiny Desk concert for the last
Tiny
2
Desk is
days,
hard,
fam.
yeah,
it's
for real.
so hard. It's so hard. You need to listen,
I need to
man.
listen
You
to it.
need
Man.
No,
You got
Tiny
me
Desk is
excited.
sick,
Like
man.
you got
So
me.
sick.
You single-handedly got me excited for the Young Thug album. Like, I'm not even
Yeah.
Young Thug's biggest fan like that.
Biggest promoter.
I remember when I first heard Young Thug, I was walking to school. I was walking in the school gates, and my friend was like, "There's this guy called Young Thug," and I was just like, "What do you mean some Young Thug? Like some basic name from who's this guy?" Innit? Like I thought it was in some Chicago man. Cause that was the sound back then.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, like he played it." Well, I was like, I'm a star. I was like, "Bro, like what is this?" In a good way. You know what I'm saying? In a good way. I was like, "What is this?" Then after that, he dropped Hooker, and the rest is history. But it's fact that I think with Young Thug, we kind of like, for our generation, we kind of watched him from the start to where he is now, and it's like, wow, you done a lot, innit? Like you actually done a lot. Like, I think it's always special when you can like see an artist beginning and then his end like later on.
Grow with the artist.
You grow with the artist, yeah. Like for example, like man like 50 Cent, we know they're legends, but we didn't see, we wasn't
Yeah, we
outside
weren't here when they were coming up.
Yeah.
and
yeah,
doing it,
Lil Wayne, we weren't outside. We knew about it, but we weren't outside like that. So Jay-Z, same thing. So it's just like when you see like the guys like Young Thug, you see it's throwback to the UK, I don't know, Crept and Conan, you see guys that just come up, head all the drill men that have started from these little, I don't know, a light work freestyle, and then look.
Yeah.
Like Digga D, see where he come from, diss songs, and now he's top 10 in charts. That's mad.
It's an elevation, it's a progression. It's sick to see.
So what's your like method to progression? Like what you say, like what is it? Because obviously you're in an interview now, you're marketing yourself and whatnot. Like how important is doing interviews and that for you? Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's the thing, man. When it comes with like promotion and that, I'm really not the best at it because I don't like really posting much on socials and all of that. So, that's the thing that we lack. I think we got, the production quality there, and we got the content there, like in our songs. But then it's just when we need to find a way to get it out there to people to show them what we've got.
Yeah.
With promotion, I'm just trying to get more active on just posting there and doing stuff like this, just promote stuff. And
That's the thing,
have
like, a
conversation.
lot of people got to get used to, innit? When you're started and doing this kind of thing, you might be an antisocial person, you might be someone that doesn't like having their face out there, innit? But you got to realise you need to get over it. You need to
Literally.
get your face out there. You need to post, you need to do that, bro, to grow.
Yeah,
It
man.
depends, like, and also it's like you just show a side of you that you want to show. I'll say, you like right now you're discussing your musical talent, what you do, and that you ain't discussing what gal you last slept with, or you know what I'm saying, or what rapper that you hate, or anything like that.
Exactly.
No passer, it's just your art, innit?
Yeah.
So I feel like
That's
people-
why this show is like, this is why I wanted to come on it, innit? It's just music. It's nothing but music, innit? So
literally
Come on.
what it says in the tin.
yeah, nothing more, nothing
Literally,
less.
but it's like it's refreshing, innit? Because you said that you played so much instruments. It's like, raw, like your house must have been noisy, because like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
like,
it was.
like, it's like, raw, you come from a musical background, like you don't really hear man say, I done this, that, the other, innit? Like it's good, man. It's good stuff still.
Yeah, it's mad because I always knew I always thought, like, when I was in school, I was gonna become like just a session player, get booked for like, you know, gigs and that, just playing instruments and that. And then I kind of fell out of love with it when I was like when I was doing GCSE music and stuff like that. It was just like I wanted to I wanted to focus on what the music that I like to listen to. So we were studying, you know, I actually would like Mozart and stuff like that, and in GCSE music and stuff, and I think it's like minimalist music or something, and I wasn't interested in that at the time. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this. I don't want to.
We had a whole episode of music in schools.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say, man, music in schools. This is what's so sad is like, if you just decided to quit music on the basis of that, like you wouldn't have made all the things. You wouldn't be here, sat here today. So exactly. I think it's sad, man, when schools think that they're actually furthering your love for music, but they're killing love for music.
And they're, you know, trying to put me into a box.
Yeah, bro.
Like trying to say you play this classical song or you play this jazz song. Yeah, I don't mind it, but I want to do something in like R&B or like
man. The world's changing. There's so much more music than much more Mozart. It's frustrating.
Yeah, and but luckily, I think like on my gap year, I was just like I wanna try producing, innit? I wanna like be a producer, and then I got Logic, some speakers, and then that's how it started, and hopefully, you know, who knows where I could take it.
Yeah, no, proper Logic, man. You come a long way from GarageBand, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, man, that's proper, man. Because music in schools, damn, you gotta change that one, man. Was it Michael Gove or whatever the secretary for that one is
in charge of that, man.
You gotta change that, man, because you're killing, like you said, you're killing people's love for it, man.
Yeah, I definitely fell out of music for a long time after just being told I have to do this, do that.
It's sad, man. They're killing your creative freedom, creative control. Like, it's sad to see. It needs to be changed, like, for real, man.
So like with like lockdown, did that kill your the whole COVID, did that kill your love for music? I know some people just stopped making music for time.
This is the thing, like, it actually, like, it didn't really have an effect, because I used to live with, like, my collaborator on production, called GJ, and we lived together. He had a studio in his room, I had a studio in my room. So we would just get to making beats and recording. We put out a few releases on SoundCloud, like through lockdown. I think it was first. They all kind of merge into one for me now with the lockdowns. But I think the first lockdown, like we made a song Confined that might make it to Spotify one day, because I really like
Confined. That definitely fits the mood.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I really like that song. We kept up the work rate because we could. There was literally nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So you were in the lab, like.
Yeah, and it's something like it's a hobby, like we enjoy it as well. It's not like just work.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's
your passion.
It's our passion. It's like it's fun to do. It's like the funnest thing.
And it helps. It helps having people around you that are driven and motivated with that same passion as well.
Literally.
Because then again, you could have given it up as well if you weren't surrounded by them people.
Yeah, like working. I think like that's why. I think if I've only got one song on Spotify that is just me, like on the rest of them, they're all collabs, because I find it way easier and debatably like more fun, just collabing with artists and just making music with other artists, because like you can vibe off each other, you can not like share the workload or share the track, but like you just vibe off each other and you have fun with it. So it's a nice thing to collab with other artists as well.
I was gonna ask, how do you go about networking and finding other artists to work with, and are you selective of who you work with? What are you looking for?
The thing is, we've been kind of lucky, and we met. We kind of all the artists that I work with, like nowadays, the artists who we masters all our tracks. Gengar UK, met him first year. He was just met him in halls. GJ met him first year. Faber Whitehouse met him first year. All these people we just met through uni, innit? So we were just making music, happened to be on, like, GJ was on their course, like music production and performance, so easy link, so they could just, you know, make music together. And it's just like friends of friends. Like, I'm not, at this moment in time, I'm not that selective for what I work with, but what I put out, that's what I am selective on, because I think at this stage where I am now, like, I haven't got anything to show for what I've worked on now. I think putting your work out there, that's what you got to show for it, instead of working with people. That's just, you know, you might as well work with them when you're at this stage, because you don't know what you're gonna come up with. So
yeah. I like when people like get in the studio with people as well, rather than just send over something, you know.
Yeah,
it's like you can hear the
100.
You can hear the difference in chemistry.
Yeah,
it's a big difference.
It's
a big difference.
It makes so much sense, because you have a customized beat made for you, instead of you trying to fit the beat will fit your style instead. So yeah,
simple as that, literally. Simple as that. Because there's not enough of, like, these days it's like it's transactional.
Yeah.
Like, you can hear, because like I can hear the cha-ching when I'm listening to the music. Like, it's proper transactional. When I hear it's like, this is just a little feature.
Sometimes even before you've listened to the song, just hearing the lineup on who's on the track, you know, okay, that's a label thing.
Yeah, because Wizkid's got a tune on his album. It's called like True Love. And it's with like 2 other people on there, innit? And it was just like, you can tell that these lot were just in the studio, just cooking, like whipping it up. They sound so in sync, and it's just like it's just mad. The chemistry on it is crazy. But on the other hand, when the verse is sent over, you can hear that too.
Yeah.
You can hear the stiffness.
And that's what I noticed on the Pot Paper album, because I saw the documentary. I didn't watch all of it, but I saw he had, like, I think a week long like studio sesh, and he just brought all these artists to the studio, and then he came out with a phenomenal album. Like, all the features killed it, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, that tape was hard, but thanks for waiting.
Yeah.
Hard tape.
It's so hard. That's been on repeat, like.
Favourite song from the tape?
Difficult, but I'll say Take a Seat. That's because I really like Billy Billions. I really like his flow. Or For the Block, because that one, it doesn't have a feature, but even though I was talking about features, but like you could just hear Poor Paper's like emotion, like the vocals are so raw. So
yeah,
you can
I hear
hear him
that
expressing himself. I'm like,
yeah, man.
Here's a question: is it better than Training Day 3? Say so, you man.
I don't believe so.
Of course not.
I don't believe so.
Well, what do you think?
I didn't even listen to Poor Paper like that, so I don't know.
Oh, this is your intro.
Yeah, this is me getting. I hopped on late. This is my intro to him. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Is that one of your favourite UK tapes to come out of recent times, like in the last year or so?
Yeah, 100%. Like, the thing is, I always think that I pay too much attention to the US scene and not enough attention to the UK scene. So like I liked like Dave's tape. I like Pop Paper's one. I liked like there's a few artists I like from the UK in it, but I think I need to tap in more to the UK scene instead of just being like just listening to these American artists, because it's our scene, innit? So
yeah, I listen to more US music, but I always follow the UK scene. I think the only reason probably why, because when I was younger, I was very invested in the UK scene, innit? But the only reason probably now I'm not as invested as I was, I think it's just to do with catalogue, because you see in the UK, there's only a few artists with a lengthy catalogue to compare and talk about and dive into. That a lot of these times, like, a lot of man only got to their name is like 1-2 songs and 1 million views and I'm mad about bars and I plugged in. Like, I can't. That's not a catalogue.
Yeah.
Whereas like even like, I don't know, like a Quando Rondo from America, like he's got like 5 mixtapes.
Yeah.
I can compare. I can chat about that. But if you only got like one tape and it's like, there's not enough. Maybe because our scene's new, we're still forming in it.
That's the point.
So I'm not. It's not like to their detriment, but it's just like it's because we're still forming. Our catalogs aren't lengthy yet. Like when the catalogs like, there's only a few artists I can say. For example, Heady One, Dave, Stormzy, J Hus, Fredo. Like they got like proper big catalogs, isn't it? Like decent size, isn't it? If you got that one tape and that, like, it's hard for me to get invested into your craft because you haven't given me a lot of material to go off.
I feel like in the UK we have a different kind of approach to dropping music and dropping sort of like catalogs, like you said, and that. Like in America, they don't have no radio. Like they do obviously, but it's not like a big thing. Oh, he's gonna jump on a radio thing and do a little freestyle. He's gonna drop this bars. Mad about this, mad about that. Like, but we've got that in the UK. That's seen as part of an artist's catalog. They're mad about bars. They're Daily Duppy. Like that's definitely part of their catalog.
Yeah, yeah, I hear that. I do hear that.
For example, J Hus's Daily Duppy. You can't ignore that as part of his catalog. Like that is cemented within his catalog. Like, I feel like that is all part of their catalog.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess so. Because like, say if I'm comparing drill artists, if I say I don't know PS versus Digga D, I'm comparing their mad about bars. I'm comparing
exactly.
Who's like me and man them always have debates like. Who's plugged in was better? Oh, this one, this guy's or this guy's, or who had the best Mad About Bars 2021, or who had the best, I'm saying, light work of this, that, the other. But I don't know, I just feel like when you have albums and stuff, I don't know, maybe it's like a more old-fashioned way of just looking at it. I just like albums, like, an album like Dave.
No, I like having something to sink my teeth into, like.
Because like I can become a fan. Like some people of some rappers in the UK. Like it's hard for me to become an actual fan of them because you haven't given me enough material for me to become a fan. Like I don't understand. That's not disrespect to them. I don't understand when people have like die-hard fans. Some rappers have die-hard fans because it's like
that video you were showing me of someone saying PS is their favourite rapper and he's like, PS, you're my favourite rapper.
You're my favourite rapper of all time. PS is flipping hard. Put him on probably top 2 drill artists of all time.
Very cold, but in terms of like you said, catalogue.
Like he hasn't given me a mixtape by himself. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's unjustified saying he's someone's favourite
rapper. Like
that's a big
I don't understand. Like he's cold, but he hasn't given me enough. Like I just can't. You know what I'm saying? And to become a fan, I feel like why do you think
I need to know you? I need to have to know your story. Like
look at Dirk, fam. He's been out for like 12 years, bro.
Yeah,
Dirk, you can see the progression as well.
Yeah.
Like, how is it? He's been around for like 10 years or something. Like more than 10 years.
I
think he's been lit for like since 2013. But he's been rapping since like 2010.
Yeah. Like it's mad. Like PS is is fire in the beef. That is I listened to that like every 2 days or something.
Cold.
But I think that maybe that's why I find it easier to like be a fan of like these US artists because they've got like so much content there. You can see their progression in it. So
because the competition in the US is crazy. Like you got to get out your state first. Forget charting number one.
Yeah.
You got to be the best. Are you the best in your state? If you're not the best in Memphis, I don't want to hear it. That's how the US also. It's like you got to bridge these catalogs to get out of that. Look at even Pooh Shiesty. Like, bruv, the minute Back in Blood dropped, bro, a month later, tape was out.
Yeah.
Them man don't play, man.
Yeah,
them man are unserious. Them man get involved in enough jail and whatnot, whatever. But it's like, them man put out tapes. There's nothing, it's like, oh, yeah. You never really hear about American rappers saying, oh, I wish he was more consistent. Do you ever hear that conversation of like a lit American rapper? I wish he was more consistent. How much times we hear that in the UK?
Yeah, true.
He'll be cool, but was more consistent. Like, what is this, bro?
That's true.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's off-court troubles, but it's like talking artistry doesn't come into the equation. Do you think like who like in America's like, oh yeah, no, I wish it was more consistent.
Like Kendrick or something now.
Now after 6 years of a break, but like we're saying that with Kendrick, but it's
like Roddy Ricch maybe.
Roddy's probably the only one I'm thinking you could have given us another tape.
Because he's only given us 3 tapes on
it's 3 projects, and that's why his fan base is not going nowhere.
Yeah. But I used to be. I remember I spoke to you. I think it was in first year or second year or something like that.
Yeah.
NBA Youngboy versus Roddy Ricch.
Yeah.
I remember that because I'm like, at the time Roddy Ricch was just about to. There's only 2 tapes that were. Feeder Streets 1 and Feeder Streets 2. It was about to drop his next album. He didn't know what it was. It was like, wait till he drops this album. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. Obviously, he went number 1 with the box or something, or his album went, did crazy numbers. And then
it was Roddy Ricch season for like
for like a year. Like, but then now, I just feel like
now it's his time to come outside.
Yeah, I need something from him. I think he's working on his album now.
Yeah, I think he's showing snippets, but he wants to give us that the Drake effect where when Roddy Ricch drops, it's Roddy Ricch season. He wants that.
Shut down the streets.
He wants that. Last time he dropped, he was number 1 with the box for like 9 weeks. Like he wants that again. Yeah. So he wants bigger and better. But I feel like no, it's still like a young G in the game. Like dropping it.
Yeah.
Like that's why you have to respect man like young boy. Cause man be dropping like 6 tapes, brother, in a year. Like man's hungry. Man's hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But then the thing is, in Roddy's defense, like he ain't. I respect the fact that he's not gonna drop an album until he thinks it's completely perfect. Like he wants to work in it like completely without no messes or anything. But like as a fan, I want that. I want that album. Like, I want
so see for like you releasing music like you plan to just drop regularly like regular projects. You got your EP Lift Off out now.
Yeah. I'm trying to drop like a solo project like. Probably won't be here before December because like it's not really a good idea to drop in December. Like time now really does it, and so it'll probably be out next year.
Why is it not a good idea to drop in December?
I don't know, man. It's just like a kind of unwritten rule. Like no one really drops in December. I think I might just be like a conspiracy theory, but I think it's because like all these songs, when it comes to Christmas time. All these Michael Bublé songs, they hit the top of the charts, you know.
Yeah, Mariah Carey's gassed again.
Exactly, like.
But you, man, there's one thing I need to get off my chest. A big powerhouse is dropping soon. Adele.
Didn't she drop?
True. Nah, she dropped a single. Oh, man, I was listening to that this morning, but I got into a conversation halfway through, but... Man, I'm excited for that tape. And what I was saying is...
Called Adele's thing a tape, yo, boy.
No, I don't... Sorry. Album, a project. A masterpiece. Bro, the mad thing is, the last time she dropped her significant tapes, like, back in the day when we were kids, we didn't really go through no real life experiences like that. So the tape didn't really hit, but...
The age as well, isn't it?
She's just gone through a divorce. Yeah. I know the man that been going through things, so this tape's gonna hit.
Who's going through a divorce?
Adele went through a divorce. Big divorce.
Who's the man that... I don't know.
I know the man that, but the man them... Bro, we all been going through things, innit?
Yeah,
like, we all go
through.
Yeah, I reckon that tape's gonna hit hard, man.
Sometimes you play someone like you got to turn off halfway from us. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's true, you know, Adele does age nicely, you know, I won't lie.
No, she does, man. That gave me a kind of thing to revisit some of her old classics, and bro, they hit still to this day.
You know what I was playing the other day? I was playing John Legend, All of Me from...
Oh, banger.
Boy.
Banger.
Boy, that'll make you just imagine a girlfriend and just wife her just off the
rip.
rip.
Bro, that's...
Cause, hey, forget about it, man. It's all nuts. Oh, man. But anyway, let's wrap this up, though, man. Any music you're listening to now, like, right now?
Right now, other than the Young Thug tape, it's like Poor Paper. Do want to shout out my boy, Tyrell Trey. We just finished producing, like, some of his EP. We just started working on that. He's bringing a different sound to the UK scene, I'm telling you.
What sound?
It's singy, beautiful voice. I wouldn't even call it R&B, it's in its own lane.
No, I heard a little bit of that you were showing me yesterday, and it's hard still, I can't lie. Can't lie, he's got a good voice, man.
That's what I'm listening to, really. Like, he's got I think, one song on Spotify now, he took a few down. It's called Worth. It's like a R&B thing, like a proper R&B thing. We're kind of experimenting with more sounds. We did like the future-based elements, and then we put like Congolese drums in there. It's just a mix-up of all our kind of musical inspirations, and you know, we came up with something good. So that's gonna be dropping. That's basically what I'm listening to right now, other than Lil Durk and stuff. But you know.
Nice, but yeah, man. Josh, thanks for coming on, innit? Appreciate that, man.
Come on, man. See you lot next week.
See you lot next week, man.